So as far as his ties of love and reverence with Krishna are concerned, they will not be severed when he accepts Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will only be given a new meaning, which is far more rational. And this goes for every religion. So in this way, I believe that Islam is the right faith for anyone who is in search of a universal religion. Now there I must clarify that I'm not representing the Islam of so-called fundamentalists. They're fundamentally different from what I have said. They fundamentally differ from what I have said. What I have said, I am presenting a universal God in which the message has to be conveyed with very special care, with persuasion and love, not with the help of terrorism, not with the help of sword or any weapons. So as such, I believe there's this appeal of Ahmadiyyat is universal in nature and is rational in nature, and as such, it should appeal to the conscience of every person in the world. Thank you.
This question is from Lucy Clark from Fulham. She's a student.
Yes, please.
What is the Ahmadiyya view on evolution?
On evolution?
Yes.
Ahmadiyya view is based on the Quran. And the Quranic view is that the Quran does not reject evolution at all. In fact, it positively supports the idea of evolution, but an evolution which is directed evolution, which is organized evolution. And on this subject, I have written volumes in this book which is lying over here, and it's impossible for me to develop this theme further. The difference is that the so-called Darwinists believe in a haphazard evolution which got its origin from nothing, from no conscious being, no organizer. As such, if you accept this view, according to their own beliefs, according to their own scientific understanding, such an evolution should have led to the creation of man for a period of, say, trillions of years. Because if only chance directed the steps of evolution, then it should have taken much greater time, so great a time that cannot be attributed to the origin of this universe. So all these things are discussed in detail. I have discussed the theory of genes. How can gene control things while they are deprived of any conscious mind? But they control things in a manner as though they were conscious. And they create things which they cannot create because they are creative forces within set laws. And evolution requires influences which are outside their control. So these are rather involved matters. That is why I apologize in the beginning that it will be very difficult for me to explain all these things here in this short sitting. So if you get hold of this book and show patience to read it through, I'm quite sure that all your questions will be satisfactorily answered in this book. Thank you. You can. Who is the Ahmadi girl who brought you with? You better buy one and present her as a gift, right?
A question from Dr. Nasser Ahmed Khan from Telford in Shropshire. Dr. Khan's question is in two parts. The first part is the Holy Quran acknowledges the existence of extraterrestrial life.
That's right.
What is the shape or form of this life?
Of that life?
Yes.
Yes.
And the second part?
Yes, second part, please.
Maybe related to the earlier question, does this argument of the Quran negate the theory of natural selection by Charles Darwin?
The theory of natural selection
By Charles Darwin
is true as well as wrong. It is true that the nature selects whatever is best suited to a given time. This is true. But it has no mind, no eye, no ear, no design. So that is the problem, basic problem with the natural theory of natural selection. But as far as your question, fundamental question is concerned, I don't know which verse you referred to when you said that according to the Quran, there are living beings in other extraterrestrial bodies. Where did you pick it up? From us, right. Thank you. Yes. Because I was wondering, this is an idea which is not presented generally by others. The fact is that Holy Quran categorically states that there is a form of life which exists in extraterrestrial bodies. And the Holy Quran categorically mentions that life to be dabba, that of dabba. Now, I think I have explained the word dabba literally in Arabic. And there it is used literally in the Quran. Dabba cannot apply to any form of life which is marine in nature. Dabba cannot apply to any form of life which has wings to fly with. Dabba applies only to those forms of life which creep along the earth's surfaces, dry land. So the Holy Quran has already explained that the form of the life which the Quran refers to is that of those living beings which, like humans, walk along the earth's surfaces or move along the earth's surfaces. Walking is one mode of travel, that's all. So that shows the possibility of the living who are like us, but who may not be like us at the same time. Because life can take many forms, like life in a metallic form. The difference between robot and life is that robot are fed ideas into them. They cannot think by themselves of their own. Their limitation is what man feeds into them. They cannot cross that limitation. But life is a wonderful thing. Life can think of different things, it can take different courses, and there it is free. So the Quran refers to that form of life, not the body of that life, which contains such souls or conscious beings. It only refers to such forms of life which may be built differently from ours, but have the fundamental essential of thinking things of their own. That is to possess a soul or a mind. So I hope that bit is answered, and that part of your question is answered, that the Holy Quran presents such a